point 2. So, okay. Point 2 is you make the decision to love the Lord. Now, I did touch on this a little bit in point 1, but so basically point 2, you make a decision to love the Lord. Here, I'll give you a little testimony. So, when 2.5 years ago, I made the decision to love the Lord. Like I said in my first video, I've been a Christian my entire life, but I truly became a Christian when I made the decision to love the Lord. For me, it was realizing that I actually didn't love the Lord, because being a Christian, growing up in a Christian home, you think that, oh man, I mean, I love God. I love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you? So, you know, I was on that tip, but little did I know that I did not love God at all. I love myself so much more. I love the people around me so much more. I love my things so much more. I loved everything else besides God so much more, if I even loved God at all. And that realization hit me so hard. I remember just crying in my room once and like going on my knees, and I'm like, okay, God, I feel like I've been doing this whole religion Christian thing in vain now. So what can happen? Because now I'm sitting here and I'm thinking I'm doing the right things for you. I'm living for you, when in actual fact I don't even love you. How can I follow someone that I don't love? And I remember they just sitting there and crying to the Lord, and I'm like, I don't even know how I can begin to love you. And so I decided at that moment that, you know what, I'm not going to take the initiative to try and force myself to love you. I'm going to ask you to make me love you. So at that moment, I asked God, please help me to love you. Make me love you the way you want me to love you. And he answered my prayer, because he's a cool God like that. And I fell in love with him. As I grew, I fell in love with him. I'm still falling in love with him more and more and more each day. Just as I think that I can't actually fall in love with him anymore, he's like, and I fall in love with him more. So yes, so you make the decision to fall in love with God. So Jesus says to us in Matthew 22 verse 37 that we should love the Lord with all our heart and all our soul and all our might, and that this is the first and great commandment. We do this, guys, and that's it. That's literally it. It's the first thing. You cannot actually go beyond in your Christian walk without loving God first. And I've tried it. I failed. I know folk that tried it, they failed. I'm sure you've tried it too. You failed. We've all failed trying it. But you know what? It's clear. Jesus says it. It's clear. We have to love God first before anything else. Before you can break addiction, conquer depression, conquer sadness, conquer the heaviness of this life and this world, the evilness that just surrounds us, the fear, the heartache, the not knowing who we are in this world, the way we stand in this world, before we even do that, be able to conquer that, we need to love the Lord first. So if you're sitting there and you're like, I don't love him, I mean, I don't feel like loving him, so how do I get to that place of feeling like I love him? First of all, one thing I've learned, that love is not a feeling, it's a decision. That's why my point is, make the decision to love the Lord. So you need to make that decision. Once you make that decision, it will come all beautifully with those feelings. It will all come. So, but you also need to ask God, God, you love me, make me love you. And it shall happen, guys. It will happen. God answers prayers. So my video stopped. Is it recording? Okay, I think I have to do this again. Okay. Can I just check if it's recording?
Drinking fast until you overflow. You can move it and start up a conversation with just me, and I trust you 'cause you understand.